My name is
Oh, what is your name?
Letitia.
Letitia Akita here. Couples Connect, aka Connected Couples.
Couples in
Couples in Conversation.
So we're coming to you today to have this conversation about Derrick
Jaxn and his wife, Denaya. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, y'all. So we had to come to y'all really quickly. I'm sure you have heard about Derrick
Jaxn.
Yeah, Derrick Jaxn
and
his
that
wife.
whole thing that's going on right now.
Crazy. And of course, we had to chime in on just our thoughts and just as
Give
another couple,
cents.
right?
Yeah.
What we think, is going on over in that situation.
Make sure you guys like, share, comment, hit the subscription bell so you can get the notifications and stay in touch with what's going on with us.
Right. And my name is...
Oh, what is your name?
Letitia.
Letitia Akita here. Couples Connect, aka Connected Couples.
Couples in
Conversation.
So we're coming to you today to have this conversation about Derrick
Jaxn.
For those of you who don't know, Derrick Jaxn is this quote unquote relationship
loosely on the
relationship expert / guru,
yeah,
who really mainly targets or has an audience of single women, and really just gives a lot of advice on like when they should be leaving men, what men should be doing, how you know if you got to
having them set these standards, which is, I'm sure all good information. I haven't really heard of his stuff prior to now.
Yeah.
But I mean, outwardly, great information for women to just make sure that they're holding men to a high standard and that they're not just taking any old junk,
Right. And he's pretty direct. I don't follow him. I never follow him, but I have come across some of his videos, and it wasn't like he was saying anything that I didn't necessarily agree with. But he also was very judgmental. Like he did a lot of, he actually called out John Gray. John Gray is a pastor, married to his wife Aventer, and he also cheated. I don't know the details of the cheating or whatever,
but he is like this, well-known pastor with like a mega church,
right?
And he's done a lot of things or whatever. So just Derrick had called him out.
Called him out
when he was, unfaithful to his wife. Now, granted, John had admitted to his mistakes and he was working on getting better and his marriage, and they were working it out and doing their own thing. But Derrick decided to just, I don't want to
try to come for him.
Yeah, try to come for my boy.
The only reason we bring that up is because of now we're in this situation where Derrick has cheated on his wife several times. They've been married for 4 years.
I think the proper term when they said is a serial cheater. They said he was a serial. That's what they said. Look, it's in the report. It's in the report.
Serial cheater.
Serial cheating. So I mean, pot, kettle,
right,
type of thing.
But then they have a public announcement that they made.
They go live.
Was it live?
They went live.
I think one they went live and the other one was pre-recorded, I think. I don't know. But anyway, they were on YouTube or whatever.
She had the same
she had a bonnet.
She had the same.
It's
not a bonnet.
Helmet of
what did she said it was? It's a beret. It's a beret.
She had a beret on.
Looks like a bonnet though.
Where he basically just came clean about all the things that have happened and how they have been working it out. They've started working it out a year ago. They've decided to stay together. And then they wrote a book about how they worked it out. And he did this apology, right?
Right. He came out and said, hey, this really happened.
Right.
And this, I think he was kind of a little detailed or semi-detailed about, what had transpired.
He was clear that it was several women. He was clear that he, when you fall out of like God's will, when you're not honoring God, then these are the type of things that will happen. Right. So then he proceeds to have another video where he's like reviewing his own interview with his wife as if it's not him. He's talking about himself in third person.
Right.
And he's giving himself accolades for telling the freaking truth.
I don't want to say he's a narcissist, but he's got narcissistic tendencies, Who does that? I don't think I've ever seen that done before.
That's when it got like, oh, and while he does that, he also like pitches his book.
In the middle of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Shameless plug. Shameless
That
plug.
like if I already the apology, I already felt like it was off. I felt like he was apologizing yet still trying to school people or still trying to teach people. I'm like, you're not an expert in this right now. Like sit back and learn, right?
Be humble.
Right.
The humility that you're talking about.
Right. But then when he did the other video, that kind of confirmed that like what do you do? Like what are you doing?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? Nothing should surprise us. I think in this day and age, but I do think that it's one thing for somebody to make a mistake and to want to, make up for it, get better, get counseling or whatever and do better. That's one thing. But from when you try to take that mistake and then you're trying to exploit it to make more, like, why are you selling your book?
Yeah.
Bro, just have a seat. You know what I mean? And just like focus on your wife, focus on getting better and
your family,
getting healthy. Kids. And they have kids. I don't even know.
Okay, so what I'm thinking about is the bonnet. So no.
it's a barrette. Let me Google barrette.
No.
The barrette.
No.
It's a barrette. But look, and what about that? Because she had people coming for her. She didn't even do anything wrong. This is how messed up sometimes that we can think. She didn't even do anything wrong, and people are trolling her and getting on her because of the way she was dressed.
And if she wanted to come in her bonnet and she didn't care, or her barrette, she has every right to do that. And people still should be, giving her grace for all this that she has gone through. But what I was thinking about was, when I first saw the video, I was wondering, like, what happened between the knowing? Like, he knew so much. He has massive videos about how much he knows.
Yeah.
And then the actual doing. And I think that a lot of people get in that space. Like, we can know to do better. We can know to implement certain things, like even as marriages are concerned.
Yeah.
We can know to communicate a certain kind of way. We can know to like not go to bed angry. We can know to not do certain things, but actually doing them.
And that's what happens. I feel that's what happens when you don't have anybody to hold you accountable.
Right.
If you think about it, whether Derrick knew or not, but he had all of these people that were kind of looking to him for accountability.
Right.
But when you get to that place where you're, the source of all these answers and advice, and people are looking up to you and they hang on to every word, you can kind of see yourself, in a, I don't want to say, I don't want to say like a deity, but you feel like you're above certain things.
Answers.
Exactly.
Pride.
And that's that's why you have to stay humble and grounded when you're in those, platforms.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just for the sake of,
oh my Lord.
This is a barrette. Okay.
That is not what was on her head.
That's what it was a, homemade one.
She had a knit barrette.
That's a barrette. See, that's the one she had.
Well, listen.
She ordered off of Amazon.
My girl said, and I'm not even trying to be funny, my girl said that it was the helmet of salvation.
Listen.
And then she also said that she only needs Jesus.
Yeah.
She does not need Derrick.
Amen.
And I'm like, okay, then. Yeah, he was like, wait, listen.
If you guys have not seen the video, the facial expressions alone are like a whole nother episode, right? A whole nother, we could talk about just the facial expressions, but
I'm just saying. Yeah.
She's a trooper. She's a trooper.
Yeah.
For her to get on live and to go through all of those things, rehash them, I'm sure she's getting messages from everybody and their mom. Mm-hmm. She is a strong woman. I commend her. If you ever come across this video, we support you, and we just wish the best, for you.
And it's a tough spot to be in. I mean, someone in the past, I've been cheated on and I've gone back. Mm-hmm. And I think, it's already tough to deal with on your own. And then to
Absolutely.
have to play it out in front of millions and millions of people
Absolutely.
like us.
And you have kids.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I mean, what would you, not that you would do that, but like,
oh, I thought you say if you would do that to me, I'd say you ain't
what?
you ain't gonna be alive no more.
No, he'd be like, we get on the video right now.
Nope.
And you bet. No, but I think that we would not be on no video. We would not be on no video. Y'all would not be. I'm like, what happened to Keila and Tisha?
Nope. If you did that to me, I'm gonna have to take you for a long ride somewhere.
He might get on the video one day and be like, so that girl Tisha, she's not there anymore.
She's not with us anymore.
But it's, I mean, we're laughing at it, but I cannot imagine the level of pain that she had to experience when that happened.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's been a year for them. And I'm hoping, and they're saying they've been through counseling and all these different things to get through that year.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just another lesson to all of us that number one, we are all human.
Right.
Number two, is only one God and only one perfect person.
Yep.
And I think number three, we got to learn how to separate knowledge from the human, because like even us, we can give you information.
Because knowledge is not wisdom.
Right.
Wisdom would have told you not to do those things if you would have followed wisdom, you know. But just knowing something is only part of it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
The application of that is wisdom. Right. See?
The application
knowing
of that
it is one thing. The application of it. Yes.
And it's sacrifice.
Yep.
And it's humility. It's a whole lot of things that we as individuals have a really, really tough time doing.
And you cannot do all of those. You cannot maintain all of those things on your own.
Right.
We are not that great as people. We can, you know, just not make a mistake, or we're stronger than temptation. You know, you have to have a source of accountability. Yeah. Even if you're up here to all the way down here, wherever you're at, you cannot be the smartest person in the room.
Right. I think we wish them well.
We do.
Want them.
To be honest, we're outside looking in.
Right.
Just like everybody else. So these are our opinions, and whatever story they have, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff that we don't even know about or whatever, but we do wish them.
But I'm not buying your book.
Right. I'm not. I don't even know what the name of the book is.
Healing Together.
I don't even want to know the name.
Okay, sorry.
I don't want to know.
But I'm just saying, you know, we would suggest, just because of the third video where you were talking in third person about yourself, maybe there's a little more healing that actually needs to take place, and just making sure that you're covering your family, because that's what you're supposed to be doing.
In spaces like this, in most cases, it's better to just not be in
you take the time limelight that you need, right?
It's not, you know, I don't think it's good to be in front of the camera in these moments of trying to heal.
Right.
You know.
But we praying for y'all, because we're all human.
Yes, we are.
And so,
yep.
I think it was good for us to have this conversation as couples, because someone who knew so much still didn't do. And so that's how a lot of us may not even have the knowledge going into marriage that he had. You know what I mean? So it's hard.
Yeah.
Right? It can be hard.
It had nothing to do, like you said, about the knowledge of it. Had nothing to do about the looks, because the girl, she's a pretty girl. They've shown other pictures of her without the bonnet or the beret.
I was about to say she a pretty girl.
I'm just saying. I'm
just saying she is.
But you know, those looks and knowing things, like, that's only part of a bigger picture. You know. So. Yeah. But what do y'all think? We are interested to know. Yeah, put your thoughts in the comments. Share it with us. Just pray for them. We all need it. We all need it. Pray for us too. So, but thank you guys so much for joining in with us on our conversations, and we will talk to you next time.